Hello friend, Henry Flowers here with Protecting Black Life. Imagine this, a teenager doesn't know what they don't know. Yeah, you thought teenagers knew everything. Well, at least you knew everything when you was a teenager, because I know I did. So yeah, so there's what you know, and then there's a circle around the things that you know you don't know, and then the biggest circle of all is the things that you don't even know that you don't know. So here's where we are in the Life Apologetics Series. I want you also to remember that when it comes to a certain crowd of people, especially the millennials, sometimes we forget that they don't know what we know, and it's our job to inform them. So all of these young people, 30 and unders, who we think, they just, abortion is their best option and that's all they care about. Just want to, no. See, here, a lot of them don't know the alternatives to abortion, and that's what I found out yesterday. As I spoke to a man, he was 19, he asked me what I did. And he started talking about abortion, and if he and his girlfriend were to conceive a child, he would have an abortion. And I asked him why he thought that was the best option. And he just simply said, well, because we don't have any money right now, and we don't want to we don't want to put the child through struggle, and I couldn't see my child being going through foster care and all that kind of stuff and having a terrible life. Yeah, so I had the opportunity to educate him, and I just simply said, hey, listen, are you aware that when it comes to adoption, you actually have the opportunity to choose which family your child goes to? That's a great gift. You get to choose which family they go to. You get to take a look at that family to see which one best qualifies for being able to take care of your child, and you get to decide whether you have contact with that child or not. You can contact Bethany Christian Services at their website, bethanychristianservices.org. They got some great information on what the real rules and opportunities concerning adoption are. Check them out. But also, I talked to him about struggle. I said, listen, man, I was raised by a single mom. We struggled. My mom struggled to raise 3 kids on the streets of Detroit. And struggle. I know struggle. But I love my life right now. Sure, I struggled for the first 18 years of my life, and I could tell you some stories that'll make you cry, because they made me cry, and I was the one in the story. But right now, I love my life. And if you were to ask me, would I choose struggle and life or death? I'm gonna pick struggle and life every time, of course. And as I began to talk to this guy, you could see the light come on in his head, and he says, you know what, some of the greatest people on this planet have endured some of the greatest struggles. And he started naming people: Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, all these people who struggled even through poverty and all these things that they grew up with. They struggled. And so he became more aware of the fact that struggle is not the worst thing in the world. It's certainly much better than death. And his eyes became more aware of adoption and the power there is around adoption. And adoption most of the time is not like these horror stories that we hear about and that are mostly made up about foster care and those kinds of things. That's not the typical story. Most of the time adoption is beautiful, and there are people waiting in line who cannot have a child on their own. They are waiting to take care of your child. So my friend, my fellow pro-lifer, so remember, don't take it for granted that these young people know what you think they know. Ask them questions, be able to give them options and alternatives, and you will watch their lives change. You will watch their minds change. And when you change their minds, you can save the life of a child, and you can transform this world in a powerful way. So get out there, my friend, and continue to be the voice of those who have no voice.